Gee, I love gaming. That sense of adventure, that thrill of a mystery unknown. I've played so many games. There's just been so many good ones. There can't be a bad game, right?
If only your childish mind knew. This is far more sinister than just a bad game.
Well, I don't know what came over me there. The Hunt for Red October on the NES. Oh, it's bad. Oh my god. Think back to when you were a young kid playing video games. You're playing games like Super Metroid, really fun and interesting titles. What was that first feeling that you felt when you came across your first bad game? This game right here? It's special to me. And not in a sentimental kind of way. It's basically a constant reminder of what taught me the difference between a good game and a bad one. But you know that feeling, right? It's more refined now when you grow up, but back then, you still knew. I mean, unless you grew up with something like Where's Waldo on the NES, then fucking might as well pull out the therapy chair right now. And the way people will react to it will depend on the person. They'll yell at it in rage, or they will just kind of not play it anymore because it's not fun. Me though, I couldn't get it. It didn't click. So I played the game over and over, trying to figure out what was wrong. And now, it haunts me. The Hunt for Blue November came out on the NES in 1990, created by Beam Software and published by High-Tech Expressions. Let me tell you, nothing high-tech about the expression I have towards this game. It's... fuck you! I think what surprised me the most was finding out about Beam Software's history. People now would have known them as Chrome Studios. But what shocks me about this whole situation is that Beam Software, otherwise known as Melbourne House at the time, created one of the best Transformers games ever! The Transformers game for PlayStation 2. How does the same company that made this make this one of my favourite games on the PlayStation 2? Anyway, enough hate and confusion, let's carry on. Oh, of course, but first we have to put in the game.
Does this look like fun and games to you?
Oh, thank God you can skip it. And here we have it, the title screen. Oh, this music is... well, it's a thing, alright. Woo! Title screen! And it starts sinking, just like my hopes and dreams. Well, here it is! Here's the game! Yay! So let's have a look at the core gameplay mechanics. You're a submarine. Yeah, I know, big surprise there, right? And your HUD includes a radar, which is impossible to read, your armor and power, and various stats that mean absolutely nothing. Well, that's a bit of a lie. They do mean something, but the game never explains it. The first two numbers show how much ammo you have for your vertical and horizontal attacks. The EMC... What? What? Okay, let me just quickly address the elephant in the room here. What the hell is with this music? First of all, how does it get composed like this? And second of all, how does it get approved? Oh no, don't worry, I see that making us lots of moolah. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I can picture it now. You there, random employee! How's that soundtrack coming? What? Music? Yeah, no, I've been working on music all week. Yeah, sure, yeah, okay, la 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 la. What were they thinking, though? This doesn't play just on the first level, this plays through the entire game! Well, at least 6 out of the 7 stages. But if that weren't enough to turn you off, let's continue talking about the gameplay. You move to the right, and you shoot your rockets. And that's it! You've just learnt how to play Hunt for the Yellow December. Now there are some other little details, like for example as you slowly progress and get power-ups, your missiles start to change and become homing shots, which is actually quite useful. If they decide to hit something maybe! The ECM is used by pressing both the A and B button together, destroying any missile on screen. And lastly, the Caterpillar Drive, which is meant to make homing shots not lock onto you. Works great, by the way. Ugh, there's 7 stages of this? Alright, fine. I'ma do it. I'ma do it right now. Okay, stage 1 down. Now it's time for stage 2, and it's full of ice, I think? Lots of needle threading in this stage. And here's the game's first special guest, Homestar Runner, boss of level 2. Okay, it's time for level 3. Wanna know what's special about level 3? It sucks. But it's okay. Death only means one thing. It's a chance to get infinite lives. We got I-5 lives now, and it's on to level 4. The slightly darker caves of something. And the menacing boss. A defenseless building. Terrified. Somehow, it still kills me. Stage 5 is full of... I don't know at this point. What the hell is this stuff? They're moving around and everything. I don't get it. Then, the hardest boss in the game. The wall. That's basically it. It's just a wall with a bunch of guns attached to it. A bubble which can, for some reason, block missiles. And its only weakness is in here when the door opens. Fun! And stage 6 is exactly like stage 3. Sucks. Okay, that's 6 of 7 levels down. Now I've only got 1 left to go. What's that sound? Sabotage? What the hell does that mean? Wait, what? Okay, I am still playing the right game, right? Yeah. Then what the hell is this? After 6 stages of the same shit over and over, you cannot just throw a curveball like that. That's essentially like getting to the last hour of Skyrim and all of a sudden you're playing an Need for Speed game. What do I do? What is all this information I have? So basically you're meant to deactivate these bombs in a specific order, while avoiding and killing the bad guys, trying not to die in the process. Needless to say, I died in the process. Okay, that's all the bombs deactivated. I just have to take care of this last guy. Wait, I died? Game over? You know what? No, I'm done. Fuck this game. It has terrible controls, terrible level design that ping-pongs you around, chipping away your health. The graphics are subpar, the enemies just ram into you when they get bored, and the music sounds like it was played by a retarded monkey, and even that is an insult to the monkey. So yeah, big shocker here, not particularly fond of the game. Playing it is like torture. The pain you feel is endless, and I would not inflict that upon anyone. Well, actually, I did once. But of course now, I'm pretty sure he's a shell of the man he once was.
The Hunt for Red October on NES. Why do I own this? You're the one who bet me I couldn't beat this piece of shit, and I did, and then you turned me into a monster. All your fucking fault, G. All your fucking fault.
It's nice to talk about this stuff with people, and you'd think this is where our story ends. But it doesn't. You can see that progress bar down below. We still have more things to talk about. They released this on the Super Nintendo as well. But you know what? Credit where credit is due, at least the title screen looks okay. One might be surprised to know that this is actually a game! Like, you have 4 different types of attacks that you can use while exploring colourful levels, while listening to actual music. Mind you, after that last soundtrack, anything sounds like Beethoven at this point. My main issue with the game is that in later levels you get relentlessly attacked by a dozen of missiles that chip away your health, and you only get 1 life in the entire game. No matter how far you get, you die, you start again. Okay, fine, it's not terrible. It's not great though, it is kind of bland and... I don't know, maybe a part of me just doesn't want to like it because of what it represents. But it's a game. It's kind of boring. At least it has music. That's a nice thing to say about it, I guess. But one enemy remains. Hunt for the Violet February on the Game Boy. Wait, this thing has 2-player mode?
No!
Well, apparently it needs the link cable as well, so I guess I couldn't have shown it to you anyway. You know, this one's an odd case. Jumping into it, I thought, oh god, this is terrible. I was like, I'm turning around when I don't want to, and just things feel clunky and awkward. But you know what? After a little bit more playtime, I think this is the best version to play. The game actually controls really well. And the nice thing with this and the SNES one is that you can go at your own pace. And me originally turning around for no reason was actually me pressing the direction button twice in a row. Once you get a feel of that, the game actually controls a lot better than any of the others. But the game is incredibly difficult. The AI for the enemy submarines is relentless. They can keep up with you, and they will barrage you with torpedoes. They know the layout of the land. They can maneuver around the same things you can. But thankfully with this game, there are actually extra lives everywhere. Almost like they knew their AI was brutal. You only get one attack, which is straightforward. But to help you with this, you also get a special attack. A special homing torpedo, which is like 3 times as powerful as your regular ones. These do come in limited quantity, and sometimes can be a bit derpy. As for graphics, it's original Game Boy, so it's pretty good for what it is. And the music, again, it's better than the NES version, so there's something, I guess. This game also has a caterpillar drive as well, making all enemy homing attacks pointless. And lastly, let's have a talk about the bosses. Now, they're a bit uninspired. This one looks like a giant landmine, this one is just a mountain with guns and cannons strapped to it, and this one is a... Well, it's actually more like an underwater obstacle course, but the map sure tells me something different. I just find it weird that this is my favourite of the 3. I guess I was just extremely unlucky to get the worst one. Well, either way, those were my experiences with the Hunt for Red October games and how they defined what a bad game was for me. I find it surprising that, considering my history with this game, I went out of my way to purchase 2 more copies for different systems. I just find it amusing. And I suppose I made this video as kind of like a message, a warning if you will, that you shouldn't play this. Actually, that's not a bad title for a show. Might have to think on that. Nah, something's probably been done like that before. Hey guys, follow me on the Twitter so you can hear me complain about games in real time. And don't forget to book my face so you can face my book. Yeah. Pixelated Memories is also doing a Patreon now, so give that a read if you want. Thank you for watching this episode of Pixelated Memories. If you remember your first bad game, go ahead and tell me what it was in the comments below. And if you'd like to watch the other Pixelated Memories video I did around Christmas time, because, I don't know, it's been a long time, click on the video on the left. And if you want to watch gaming commentary related Let's Play goodness, then click on the one on the right. Don't forget to leave a like if you really enjoyed and subscribe to see more. Maybe share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks, bye.